Greetings. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show a little review and a little buyer's guide for these RmR sites that a lot of people like to buy. I like them, they're pretty good. But today what we're going over is the Holy Warrior one, which is this one. And this is the one that you typically find on Amazon or eBay. These are junk. And I'm going to give you a little bit of caution anytime buying any of these sites. If you don't know exactly who you're buying it from, here's my advice. Do not buy these from Amazon or eBay unless you're looking to buy clones. Only buy it from a reputable dealer. Full disclosure, I do have a federal firearms license, so I do sell these. Not these particular ones, but these sites. But for my price, because I don't buy a whole bunch of them, I can't buy a real one of these under $700. Now Bass Pro sells them for about $400, so it's easier just to buy it from Bass Pro, but you're not going to find these for $30, $40, $50, or $60 on eBay. So I can almost pretty much tell you, anytime you see any of these for sale on eBay or Amazon, they're clones. So just keep that in mind. But that being said, we're going to get into it. This manufacturing on this one was so poor it wouldn't hold zero. So I was disassembling it, seeing how it works. And this one is easy to spot that it is a clone, so that's cool. You know, it's only like $30 or $40. Now, that's not the case with this particular one. This one is the Holy Warrior, and this is actually a fairly decent manufacturer, RmR, Trinicon. So right off the bat, if you look at it, it does say Trinicon on here. I have to make sure, I'm gonna get up and make sure that I'm showing this to the camera so you can see all of it. But if you look at it, everything's on here is correct. Let's see, can I get a good little bit of that? And the reason why I'm wearing gloves is because I was doing some potting work on my electronics on a project I'm working on, which is those night visions. So you can't roast my fingernails in this video, but you can still roast the comments. You can still leave comments below if you want to roast them. But everything on this one is correct. I'm going to put, hope I don't have all that noise. Okay, so everything on this particular one is correct. None of the things that you normally see people saying how to spot these as a fake, you won't find on this one. The only thing that you can kind of tell is this one does have a nice audible click to it, like that. And some of them don't, but it's a nice click. Whenever you turn these to adjust it, they do have a nice audible click. Every time you turn it, they do click. And when you look at it, they're black. They're not like these guys that are silver. If you got a silver, you got a real cheap manufacturing one. But that's not the case with this one. This one doesn't say patent pending, it just says patent like it should. It has the patent numbers on the side of it like it should. The only way you're gonna find out if this is real is if you have a if you go call Trinicon up and look at the serial number. But when you look at it, Holy Warrior does give you a warranty. So if anything's wrong with this with defects, you can send it back. The problem with the Holy Warriors is they do hold zero. And they are bright in the daylight. Unlike most of these red dots that, like these, even though this one here wasn't, the brightness in this one wasn't that bad. But I've never had one of these before to be as bright as these. It's almost looking like when you're looking at it, it's almost like you're staring at a laser beam. Even here, I can show it. I think I may have it on my bench. Normally, when I sight my optics in, I use my bore sighting laser, which normally I would have it here, but it's off the fly. So normally, when I bore sight my stuff in, I don't just sit there and just fire all those rounds at it. I use this laser first, so I can set it how I want it. And these are pretty accurate. I mean, I've had good success. Most of the time, whenever I bore sight using these lasers, it's dead on. I don't have to do that many shots on it to sight it in. The issue is, this red dot is way brighter than the actual laser that you're looking at. Another thing that you can kind of tell the other clones from, like this one, is when you take it off, when you take the unit apart and you look at the board that holds the battery, it's completely different. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's take this guy apart and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is why I say buyer beware, because as long as you know what you're getting, these units cost about $40 to $50 if you buy them directly from Holy Warrior. Obviously, if you buy them from somewhere else, you're probably going to spend about $100 for them. It's kind of big, isn't it? This is a pretty good. It's not an Allen wrench. This is actually a Torx wrench. It's not. It's too big. It's not the right one. This has got to be the right one. So I want to take it apart. So I'm just unscrewing it real quick. Hopefully you can see it. I'll put it down here. Kind of light. Hopefully the light is reaching it. Sometimes on my videos with my, I'm not using my cell phone. I'm actually using my real camera. And the real camera is the optics on it isn't as good as iPhone. Even though this is a high def camera, it's not the same as the high def camera on my phone. So I'm gonna just take this off. The other issue with these guys is they don't have a bad parallax. So this is in fact right. This is how it should look. If you were to buy a genuine Trinicon, this is exactly what it looks like underneath it. Everything looks identical. Hopefully this battery that I have here is actually charged. Let's see what we got here. We got any charge in this battery. So you got any charge in this here battery. Let's see if I can cut you on. Nope, this battery's dead. I need another battery. Go buy some more batteries. Nope, that battery's dead. Let's see if I got another battery here that has a little charge in there. Let's try this battery here. Let's see if this battery has any charge on her. Nope. Well, I can't show you that then. So I wanted to make a part 2 video about this, actually showing you how this thing performs. But just buyer beware when you're dealing with these, because you may get sold one of these and you think you have a real one and you actually don't. There's no way to tell this is not the real one. The only thing you can do with this is get the serial number and check to see if you possibly got one, because here's what could happen. You could actually go to a gun store to buy one of these units, and this is something else too for people who have FFLs and sell these. Make sure you put some type of sticker on it, because if a customer comes in, he has one of these in his pocket and you're not paying attention, he can easily just swap it out and give you this back, and he goes off with the real one. There's no way to tell. These look identical. Unless you know exactly what you're looking at, you know, the kind of like I said, the click is kind of off. But other than that, this is spot on. This looks identical. And like I said before, the Holy Warriors don't have bad parallax. So when you're dealing with Holy Warrior, parallax isn't an issue with these particular units. They are pretty much on wherever you aim, just like they should be. I mean, a red dot should be on sight. And normally, parallax, people make a big deal about it, but it's really not. It's really not as big a deal as people make it out to be, because any type of red dot that you have, even if your parallax is poor, it doesn't really matter. Whatever that red dot is aiming at, that's where you, in my experience, maybe it's different from other people, but from my experience, wherever the red dot is, even though it shifts, if I aim at the wherever the red dot is, I'm still hitting the target. At least that's been my experience. I don't know about other people. I can't say that for everybody. Sometimes it depends on, I guess, your eyes. You know, if your eyes are off or whatever, you need glasses, maybe you're having issues. But for me, it hasn't been a problem. So I'm going to put that guy back here. Then I'm going to, in fact, put the Holy Warrior in the bag. Like this. So I can protect it. Yeah, but the Holy Warrior is a good unit. If you're looking to buy one, buy it from the Holy Warrior. Oh, tongue tied. Buy it from the Holy Warrior site. That's on that is on AliExpress. So you're buying it directly from Holy Warrior. Whoops, I didn't put these screws in. I wouldn't buy them from a third-party seller, because they may sell you one of the other ones that are actually junk and they don't hold zero. And the reason why they don't hold 0 is I've taken these apart. So first of all, I had a little components here on the desk. Let me make sure the camera zoomed in on these little small pieces. So give me a sec. I'm going to have to wrap this video up too. But yeah, these are the reasons why these aren't drilled all the way through, these little pieces here. So it doesn't go through. You can't really adjust them with the screws, so that's the reason why. But my camera's telling me it's almost full, so we're going to wrap this video up. Just like I said, buyers beware, and see you at the range.